post a link. Start the fucking game, baby.
Let's see how much videos we get.
Let's see.
We're in Toronto, Ontario, where the Raptors look to take one from a Western Conference team here at the Air Canada Centre.
Yeah.
With us for more NBA action. Along with Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So for Oklahoma City right now, Westbrook and George, the talented backcourt. Grant is out there with Adams, and it's Anthony in at the three, the small forward. Now the Thunder with it. And a bit of a bittersweet question for you, Brent. We know you spent so many years with the Sonics who eventually were uprooted and became this Thunder team. How badly would you like to see Seattle hit a basketball team again?
I think it's the NBA's mission to get back to Seattle, and under Adam Silver, he's asked questions about the return to the Emerald City, and I think it's going to happen, Kevin. If it does, I'd love to be a part of what the organization does up there. I do miss the PNW. That's the Pacific Northwest.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Well, Adams has his struggles at the free throw line, but he's making strides in that area and still has work to do.
Here's Toronto now. It's a three-point game. Right side Lowry.
Good shot.
And DeRozan kicks to Nogueira. Toronto working the ball around now. Outside for Lowry. Shot clock at 5. Raptors need to get a shot. No good from Valanciunas. On defense, the Raptors. And here's Anthony for 3. The rebound by Ibaka. The Raptors have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. DeRozan passes to Nogueira. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense in there.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Westbrook with it. Lowry picks him up. Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Not a lot of range on Steven Adams' offensive game, so he understands those limitations and gets to the rack.
Lowry against Westbrook. Here's Valanciunas. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Valanciunas has got his first basket.
But if my counting is right, they've made 4 of their first 5. That's good.
And Anthony gets it to go.
The defense swarming all over Carmelo, understanding that he's hungry to score, but didn't slow him down one bit.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Out to DeRozan, launches it. Westbrook pulls it in. It's been a slow start here for Oklahoma City. They trail by 3. And you watch the way Westbrook plays fearlessly, how he has the attitude of, Brent, someone much smaller than him.
Well, it's that athleticism that intimidates, Kevin, quite frankly. You hear a lot of players who went through this huge growth spurt to make them elite. That's exactly what happened to Russell Westbrook, going from about 5'8" to 6'3" in a hurry. But to have that kind of bullish mentality.
There it goes. You got another move.
As a point guard in this league against that kind of size, that's impressive stuff.
The wide open look here for DeRozan. That doesn't go either for DeRozan. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Anthony dishes to Adams. Grant kicks to Anthony. It's George on the wing. Back to Anthony. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oklahoma Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And the rejection by Valanciunas. DeRozan passes to Nogueira. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. Nogueira's got 6 points.
That's a talented guy getting too easy a look. Might have been a miscommunication on that one.
Well, just the first quarter, everyone's still getting adjusted. That said, on defense, you have to bring help sooner.
Raptors with the lead. Stolen by Grant. To the left wing. Now the pass to George. Oh, jams it right over Valanciunas. Wow.
The awareness of Russell Westbrook to locate the open man and deliver a strike, something he's developing.
Then unleash chaos. Under Armour replay really giving us a good look at the action.
And really, DeMar DeRozan is a master at what he calls body hunting. That ability to just kind of draw a foul. I think he and James Harden actually are the guys that have really kind of set the tone for how to create those opportunities to get to the line.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Pirtle, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Pascal Siakam comes in for Nogueira. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Wright in for Kyle Lowry. Right side, DeRozan. Back to Wright. Pass to Siakam. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Miles dishes to Wright. That shot, no good. Felton with some nice D. And DeMar DeRozan, always, Greg, among the league leaders in free throw attempts.
And when you look at him, 6'7", 220 pounds with tremendous athleticism, he has got all the tools. Beyond, though, that attack mentality, he's a savvy basketball player. Those little shot fakes, his footwork helped this guy live at the line.
And Toronto making a change. Powell's checked in. Toronto shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
At the line for 2.
No good on a free throw. And the Raptors with some changes. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Jakob Pirtle. Ibaka comes in for Pascal Siakam. And DeMar DeRozan subbed in for Norman Powell. Then for the Thunder, Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Paul George comes in for Brewer. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Raymond Felton.
Man, you see his eyes? Westbrook never getting off the rim there, and he has the focus to absorb the contact and still convert.
And when you watch Russell Westbrook play, he's one of the most competitive players in the NBA.
And with the way he attacks the rim and plays with just no abandon, I mean, this guy is no joke. Absolutely wills himself and his team to just do things that few others can. And relentless from the first quarter.
That just happened.
And this is what it's all about, guys. The competitive spirit, the energy that we're seeing. This one's got the feeling like it's going to go down to the wire.
And if it does, as evenly as these two teams have played here, it's anyone's guess who's going to come out on top.
And Wright kicks to DeRozan. Westbrook with the steal. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. Here's Aprinas. His 3-pointers off the mark. Outside DeRozan. It's Ibaka. That time on the assist from DeRozan. DeRozan's got 4 assists in the game. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Raptors lead by 1. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back.
It's a fucking 1-point game.
And Serge Ibaka, known for his shooting ability now.
He trusts you. Every time he dunks, you go, what?
If you wonder how much difference a coach can make for a player, there it is, huh?
You heard it in Serge's voice, too. That confidence has already been planted in him. That voice telling him, shoot the ball, is now in his own head. He's going to be just fine.
What?
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors, guys, your thoughts?
And boy, I tell you, it didn't take them long to find their rhythm. Strong offense through 1.
A nice game plan coming in, and right now sticking to it. It's a nice lead that they have.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. On the wings, Abrinas and George. Patrick Patterson is out there with Anthony, and it's Westbrook in at the point guard position.
And hustle paying off there for George in the open court. Gets up court in a flash and finishes before the D can even react.
Stolen by Westbrook. Here's George, and that one, good. George has got 6.
He really takes off, just never looks back.
Yeah, by the time anyone even thinks of chasing him, he's gone.
Ibaka takes it off the glass.
And the ability to generate points off offensive rebounds, something Ibaka did a lot earlier in his career before he started spending so much time on the perimeter.
Out to Anthony. Oklahoma City moving the ball around.
And in today's game, we're really so used to thinking of passing as the key to an efficient offense. But this Raptors club, they do it a different way. For them, the screen is the assist, giving their guard space to pull up or attack.
Free throws on 100% difficulty, just so you know.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Raptors trail by 3. Pass to Van Vliet. Fires for 3. Goes back up. Outside for Miles. Passes it to Van Vliet. No good on 3. Oklahoma City shooting 59% up to this point. They're looking for great shots, and they're hitting them. And the Raptors for the last few seasons, Greg, right at the bottom of the league in assists.
Yeah, but nevertheless, they do make good decisions. They're a low turnover team, and they've been pretty efficient offensively. One area where you can offset that is by their ability to get to the free throw line, because that puts a lot of pressure on your defense with their ability to attack.
For Toronto, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Nogueira's checked in for Toronto. Lowry comes in for Wright.
Just another foray into the paint by Westbrook. There's way too much speed to keep up with.
Lowry has the open look. Traps in the tray. Lowry's got 5 now.
It's foolish leaving anyone that wide open from outside the arc. The D has got to be better.
Outside for George. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Oklahoma City's gone 0-2 from deep here in the center. The shot. And it's Westbrook missing.
I still love the shot selection. The defense wasn't really a factor. They need to be more aggressive guarding the mid-range.
Count the basket.
And his touch inside more than makes up for Lowry's lack of size. He's a terrific finisher in the paint and doesn't miss many once he gets in tight.
The 3 from George. Wow. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. And that's now 9 points for Paul George. Ray, you played all 4 years in college after redshirting your freshman season. What kind of advantage, as you look back on that, do you think it gave you, if any, in preparing for the pressures and the style of the NBA?
I don't know so much, Kevin, if it gave me an advantage with regards to the pressures of the league, but certainly with regards to the physicality of the league, it's something that I desperately needed. Just a late developer, a late bloomer. I think I was about 175 pounds when I went off to college. Not a preferential playing weight for the NBA, so I needed that year just in terms of the maturity of what I needed physically.
Tries again. Tries yet again. It's good. Steve Adams has got the lead up to 4 now for the Thunder.
Well, you have to put at least one body on Adams, maybe 2. With his size and relentlessness, he'll light you up on the offensive glass.
Van Vliet passes to Nogueira. From down in the low post, it goes. He's got 8.
Working the angles there, geometry class in session. Nice dish for the open look.
Here's Westbrook. Good work defensively by Lowry.
This is a quarter that he would love to forget as soon as possible. Not getting anything to go.
Count that one from Van Vliet. We talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts, and a chance for one more here.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
And the Thunder with some changes. Brewer comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Alex Felton in for Russell Westbrook. And the Raptors, unique in the NBA, they have a whole nation behind them.
And basketball continues to gain in popularity, especially with the younger generation in Canada. The Raptors are coming to relevance at the perfect time. The rabid fan base energized by how competitive this group's been the last couple seasons.
And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Raptors leading by 3. Here's DeRozan. Good on the three-point shot. DeRozan's got 7 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks. And Paul George kind of made it known of his desire to leave for LA after the season, but big risk for the Thunder to make that move and trade for him.
And that one misses. And for Paul George, who knows what the future holds for him, but Greg, he is a great fit, it would seem, for the Thunder.
Listen, you give the Thunder another star to pair with Westbrook, and they're taking a leap of faith here with George.
Righty's checked in for Kyle Lowry. And then for Oklahoma City, Patterson comes in for Steven Adams, and Alex Abrinas subbed in for Jeremy Grant. And DeRozan, here we go.
And he just glides to the hoop on his drive. DeRozan's got plenty of force to his game. Don't get me wrong.
This is buddy. Fuck this game right now. Yo.
Yeah.
How much is it?
I don't know yet.
What do you mean?
I took it to the guy now.
So it's not a definitely.
It is the best thing. I just don't know how much.
We need a U-Haul?
I don't know.
Alright.
Is it?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Alright.
But he makes everything look so effortless. Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Unloads. And again, it's Toronto converting.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Felton dishes to George. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And stolen by Wright.
They can't afford to be that careless. They need him out there on the floor, so he has to avoid fouling again in this period.
The Raptors have shot 4 of 7 as a team from the line tonight. Several misses early. He hits the second from the line. We've got 13 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Ferguson. The shot, no good. Nice D from DeRozan. Over Brewer. And so it's Toronto with a 10-point lead. So breathing room heading into the break. Their lead is... Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the halftime show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. They were able to squeeze ahead by the end of the period with just a 1-point lead. Their play in the second quarter was inspired as they turned what had been a tight contest into a 10-point ball game by the time we reached halftime. And let's get your thoughts, big fella, on the Raptors. And that will wrap up our...
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. Paul George really making a difference. They're trailing by 10. The talented Lowry and DeRozan pair in the backcourt. Baca is out there with Nogueira, and it's Valanciunas in at the 5. They're the group for Dwayne Casey starting the second half.
And there's never been any question about George's three-point range. He just goes through stretches where he knocks down the three at a ridiculous rate.
Here's Nogueira. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, it's like 4 teenagers at home over the summer, just not enough activity. You've gotten your rest. It's time to man up.
Oh, shit. Don't let me get shot down.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
outside for George. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got assist number 8 here in this one already. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's foul number 2 for him. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Here's Valanciunas.
Grant could be such a devastating defender down there with those long arms and athleticism to contest shots.
Fast break, here they come. Here's Valanciunas. And count. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And defensively, just too many baskets in transition. That's been the difference.
Well, one thing the Thunder have always done well is control the glass. Good rebounding team.
Well, the Thunder are great candidates to end up near the top for both offensive and defensive rebounds, and it certainly helps when Russell Westbrook is tearing down over 10 boards a game. It's a complete effort with this ball club, and they have guys who are willing to stick their nose in there.
It's stolen by Anthony. Jumps up and finished off by Westbrook.
You got your scorecard out, Kevin? That might be a 50, or are we going 100 or 1,000? Westbrook with a unique combination of power and athleticism.
That was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Under Armour. Another unleashed chaos moment. The drive by Lowry. Here's Valanciunas, and he drops it in from the low post. Valanciunas has got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
No good from Grant.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And to me, this is why they're winning, guys. Unlikely players stepping up huge against a defense that's really nowhere to be found.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
George with no one around. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Raptors leading by 12. And DeRozan kicks to Valanciunas. Good. And it's DeRozan. And that's now 10 points for Valanciunas.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Brewer is checked in for Anthony. Alex Abrinas comes in for George. That's Felton in for Russell Westbrook. Here's DeRozan, and he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3. Opportunity.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Turtle comes in for Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Pascal Siakam in for Anunoby. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Ferguson's checked in. Raptors leading by 12.
Steven Adams can have an impact on the game, certainly defensively, certainly with the screen setting. But how about the character of the center of this basketball team? One of the most quotable players in the league, and he'll never hold back from speaking his mind in an interview. Gotta love his disposition.
And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here.
Playing with lots of energy here, trying to cause turnovers.
Yeah, even though he doesn't come up with the steal, that kind of deflection will disrupt the rhythm of this offensive possession.
Now he's checked in for the Raptors. Grant, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And Adams with the slam.
But you don't want to give Adams the N1 opportunity. Better to wrap. Him up and force him to try to earn all the points from the free throw line.
He's made one and missed one so far in the game.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
And with Adams being so likable and quotable, a lot of it has to do with his incredible wit.
Well, I'm looking forward to the Steven Adams talk show once his career is finished. Or maybe not. Maybe before his career is finished. But when you're the younger sibling, you usually come up with a very refined sense of humor.
Right. Like you, Brent. Felton the pass to Grant. Good. And a nice assist from Felton. Grant's got his second bucket.
Well, seeing Jeremy Grant at his size getting out on the break in full sprint, collecting and finishing.
Here's Van Vliet. 5 points in the game. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession.
And this is where you have to sharpen up your passing. That's a careless turnover.
Whitey's checked in for Toronto. 59 seconds left to play in the third. Felton kicks to Grant. And it's off from three-point range. Toronto leading by 11. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. The offensive rebound. Outside for Miles. Sinks the three-pointer.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Felton dishes to Brewer. They get it back. A second chance effort. Here's Adams, and it's Light sending it back. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here.
Sick, and that shit's gonna make me worse, so I'd rather just stay in the house right here. Like 200. Like 200. What? What? I just told you. With your money. There's more in the car. There's no money in the car. I think I took it all. I'm not sure. Huh? Where? You want to take Cam to cut Chuck E. Cheese? Right? No, we can't take Cam and Carter. We gotta take one or the other. And that's Cam. We gotta make up for that. The park. Nah, cause we. Alright. And we still gotta wait for Katia to get home.
So, let her know now. We're asking how you leave.
He's right. He has the phone.
Carter's car seat is there.
Oh, wow.
She's not going to say nothing. You're trying to take Cameron to check you.
I mean, no.
I ain't gonna lie. It's a problem.
I'm saying, because you know she'd be like, in her emotions sometimes. Because if we go, we just do 2020.
Abrinas, the pass to Felton. Back to Abrinas. Outside for Felton. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
And you can live with those over-the-back calls sometimes because at least it's an effort play.
We're trying to extend the possession, so you appreciate the effort. Better just to head down the court sometimes and not give up a team foul in that situation.
Scooped up. Hurdle kicks to Miles. Lets it go for the baseline and nails it. Miles has got 5.
Great awareness. No reason to take it inside there against the taller man.
Yeah, most analytics would tell you that the mid-range jumper is not an efficient shot, but you see how effective with guys like that it can be.
And so it's Toronto in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We've got more in store for you right after this.
What happened?
And from the most recent huddle, let's listen in on head coach Dwayne Casey.
The men, we got to get down and get engaged with them.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. And Oklahoma City, looking at they've got to start the fourth quarter. The dynamic tandem of Westbrook and George, the backcourt. Grant is out there with Anthony, and it's Adams in at the center.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
Over the past couple years, Brent, we've seen coaches like Steve Kerr and Brad Stevens take more of an even-tempered approach. Could that become a coaching trend going forward?
Well, I like that both Steve and Brad have some very good players. That would keep me calm, too, Kevin.
Yes, it would. You begin right there. I agree.
Yeah, I think we're seeing a shift in what it is that the generation of the younger players has grown up with. And coaches that have the ability to communicate always, Kevin, are going to come out on top. They get their message through, they keep their team positive, and they keep their environment pointed in the direction that is moving forward.
Excellent. A new group in now for the Raptors. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Nogueira comes in for Pascal Siakam. Serge Ibaka has checked in for C.J. Miles. And DeMar DeRozan subbed in for Wright.
Wonderful defense, staying active around the rim and then really putting the shooter in a tough spot.
Here's Ibaka. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 6 assists now in the game. It's Westbrook with the drive. Here's Adams. But they get it back. Right side, George. Drills it from outside. George has got 20.
Well, he just nailed his second 3 of the half, guys. I'd be very aware of that if I were the defense right now.
It's deflected. Westbrook with the steal. Jumps up and finished off by Westbrook. And that's a double-double for him now. 11 points and 10 assists.
So fast and so aggressive. It's hard to stop Westbrook when he's tearing down the court like he did there.
Three-pointer, Lowry. That's in. That's his fifth field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7.
Damn.
Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. Adams. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
And his teammates have to step up just a little bit more. He's been lights out. He needs a bit more support.
And finished off by Westbrook.
I mean, can you imagine, Kevin, your teammates being worried about your physical health with how hard it is you dunk the basketball? Whew. But that's just who he is.
Outside DeRozan. Out to Ibaka. Lowry from outside. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Somebody put some more on Lowry. The man is on fire. He has taken this game over, and it doesn't look like he has any plans on slowing down.
George, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Over Westbrook. Again, the miss by Lowry.
And he completely threw the timing off on that jumper. That is how you D up.
Playing with tremendous aggressiveness without fouling. It's an excellent job. He's very smart about spotting up in transition, and no one rotated over to contest that one.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one of the strike.
When you want to talk about high-volume scores, just look at what DeRozan's doing tonight. He's been on a mission, putting his mark on this game in a big way.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Abrinas is checked in. Here's Anthony, and it's Anthony with the jam.
Melo showing that he's still got it down there, gets enough space to get up and get to the rim.
Westbrook against Lowry. It's stolen by Anthony. Here's Abrinas. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
Ooh, that is a tough shot.
Toronto leading by 8. Outside DeRozan. That falls nicely that time from Kyle Lowry. DeRozan's got 20.
And each bucket at this point feels like a backbreaker.
Well, to win at this level consistently, you cannot be faint of heart, and he's going in for the kill.
Out to Anthony. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And gets physical on the boards and just really pays for it with the over-the-back call.
Well, he gets blocked out is what happens. Good fundamentals taking advantage of the over-aggression on that play.
A shot by Lowry, no good.
Somehow, some way, he couldn't get that one to fall from in between. Got to take advantage of the weak defense when you can. And it just hurts to miss shots like this. Mentally, you question yourself, and it can affect your confidence.
To Ibaka, trying his luck deep. They grab their own miss. Outside Lowry. Left side Ibaka. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. And the Raptors lead by 13. Anthony, and it's Anthony with the jam.
We talk so much about accurate shooting. Sometimes accurate passing can lead to great shooting. You saw it there.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Raptors.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Kyle Lowry.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
Melo cashing in right now from the perimeter where he's in transition and spotting up. You got to get to him.
Back to DeRozan from outside the arc. Raptors with a fresh shot clock. The feed to Lowry. Up top, Valanciunas. Toronto working the ball around now. On the wing, DeRozan. Covered by Anthony. Just 5 on the clock. And the basket by Lowry.
You can tell they're ready to to start celebrating. A well-deserved victory here tonight.
Yeah, you can see the fans. They've already started celebrating themselves. A gutty performance.
The dish to DeRozan. He kicks it to Nogueira. Outside Lowry. From deep. Launches it.
From out there, defensively, you're going to have to change.